The man I'm talking about was not a Scrooge now. He was a kind, a decent, a mostly good man, generous to his family and upright in his dealings with other men, but he just did not believe in all of that incarnation stuff which the churches proclaim at Christmas time. It just did not make sense, and he was too honest to pretend otherwise. He could not swallow the Jesus story about God coming to earth as a man. He told his wife, "I'm truly sorry to distress you, but I'm just not going with you to church this Christmas Eve." He said he'd feel like a hypocrite, that he'd much rather just stay home, but that he would wait up for them. So he stayed, and they went to the midnight service. Now, shortly after the family drove away in the car, snow began to fall. He went to the window to watch the flurries getting heavier and heavier. Then he went back to his fireside chair, began to read his newspaper. Minutes later, he was startled by a thudding sound, and then another, then yet another. At first he thought somebody must be throwing snowballs against the living room window. But when he went to the front door to investigate, he found a flock of birds huddled out there miserably in the snow. They had been caught in the storm. In a desperate search for shelter, they had tried to fly through his large landscape window. That was what had been making the sound. Well, he couldn't let those poor creatures just lie there and freeze. So he remembered the barn where his children stabled their pony. That would provide a warm shelter. All he would have to do is direct the birds into that shelter. Quickly he put on a coat and galoshes, and he tramped through the deepening snow to the barn, and he opened the doors wide. And inside the barn he turned on a light so the birds would know the way in. But the birds did not come in. So he figured that food would entice them. He went back into the house and fetched some breadcrumbs and sprinkled those on the snow, making a trail of breadcrumbs to the yellow-lighted, wide-open doorway of the stable. But to his dismay, the birds ignored the breadcrumbs. The birds just continued to flop around helplessly in the snow. He tried catching them. He could not. He tried shooing them into the barn by walking around them, waving his arms, but instead they scattered in every direction except into the warm, lighted barn. And that's when he realized that they were afraid of him. They were afraid of him. To him, he reasoned, "I'm a strange, terrifying creature. If only I could think of some way to let them know that they can trust me, that I'm not trying to hurt them but to help them. But how? Any move he made tended to frighten them and confuse them. They just would not follow. They would not be led or shooed because they feared him. And he thought to himself, if only I could be a bird now, if I could be a bird and mingle with them and speak their language and tell them not to be afraid, then I could show them the way to the safe, warm barn. But I would have to be one of them, wouldn't I? So they could see and hear and understand. At that moment, the church bells began to ring. The sound reached his ears above the sounds of the wind, and he stood there listening to the bells. Adeste Fidelis. Listening to the bells, pealing the glad tidings of Christmas, and he sank to his knees in the snow. Paul Harvey, I hope for you and those you love, this will be a wonderfully Merry Christmas.
Christmas is the time of year for being with the ones we love, sharing so much joy and cheer. What a wonderful feeling, watching the ones we love having so much fun. I was sitting by the fireside, taking a walk through the snow, listening to a children's choir singing songs about blessed way that he came to us. Why can't it remain all through the year? Each day the same. That's what I want to hear. It's truly amazing, that spirit of Christmas. I tell you, it's truly amazing, that spirit of Christmas. Let me hear you.
Why can't it remain?
Why can't it remain
all through the year?
all through the year?
Each day the same.
Each day the same, and that's what I want to hear. Listen to me. It's truly amazing, that spirit of Christmas. Oh, it's truly amazing, that spirit of Christmas. Ain't it so? It's truly amazing, yeah, that spirit of Christmas.
Oh, Christmas.
Oh,
Christmas.
came down from her mansion, said it's time to go to bed, but I got so many things to figure out. And I keep holding on to love like it's a locket around my neck, and I go swimming through the darkness like a fool. Nothing rots quicker than an apple thrown from a car. If I leave, is it the right thing to do? When I was young, I bought a bike, of which I must have overpaid, and I was a punchline for a year, maybe two. And I pretended to read the books like Absalom, Absalom, while I ran from knowing I didn't know what to do. I kept scratching that same itch, it's taking me miles before it's done. The beginning is beginning and the end. I keep scratching that same itch, it's taking me miles before it's done. The beginning is beginning and an end. And I pretended to read the books like Absalom, Absalom, while I ran from knowing I didn't know what to do. I kept running, I didn't know what to do.
When the morning
every song. No, it ain't me, it ain't me. I ain't no fortunate one. No, no. It ain't me, it ain't me, no. It ain't me, it'll never be me. I ain't no fortunate one.
Come down to the manger, see the little stranger, wrapped in swaddling, lo, the Prince of Peace. The wheels start turning, torches start burning, and behold, wise men journey from the east. How a little baby boy bring the people so much joy. Son of a carpenter, Mary carried the light. This must be Christmas, must be tonight. A shepherd on the hillside, where over my flock I abide. On a cold winter night, a band of angels sing. In a dream I heard a voice say, fear not, come rejoice. It's the end of the beginning, praise the newborn King. How a little baby boy bring the people so much joy. Son of a carpenter, Mary carried the light. This must be Christmas, must be tonight. Saw it with my own eyes, written up in the sky. Why a simple herdsman such as I? And then it came to pass, he was born at last, right below the star that shines on high. How a little baby boy bring the people so much joy. Son of a carpenter, Mary carried the light. This must be Christmas, must be tonight. Son of a carpenter, Mary carried the light. This must be Christmas, must be tonight. Be tonight. Be tonight. Be tonight. Be tonight.
It's so nice to spend Christmas with you.
The times that I've seen Christmas come and go are now to score.
I wish you Merry Christmas, and I wish you many more.
It's good to see the children laugh with joy the way they do. And it's nice to spend Christmas with you. That old-fashioned Christmas is a sweet memory.
Except for all the Christmases that you weren't there with me.
But now I really feel the spirit, 'cause I love you like I do. And it's nice to spend Christmas with you. I remember Christmas when I little could afford.
And I try to remember it's the birthday of our Lord.
Well, I'll not forget to thank Him for His blessings on we two, and that I can spend Christmas with you. That old-fashioned Christmas is a sweet memory.
Except for all the Christmases that you weren't there with me.
But now I really feel the spirit, 'cause I love you like I do. And it's nice to spend Christmas with you. It's so nice to spend Christmas with you.
Nazareth was feeling about a half past dead. Just looking for a place where I could lay my head. Hey, mister, can you tell me where a man might find a bed? He just grinned and he shook my hand. No was all he said. Take a load off Annie, take a load for free. Take a load off Annie, and he put the load right on me.
Put the load right on me.
I picked up my bag when looking for a place to hide. When I saw Carmen and the devil walking side by side, I said, hey Carmen, come on, let's go downtown. She said, baby, I gotta go, but my friend can stick around. Take a load off Annie, take a load for free. Take a load off Annie, and put the load right on me.
Put the load right on me.
Go down, Miss Moses, there's nothing you can say. It's just old Luke and Luke's waiting on a judgment day. Well, Luke, my friend, what about young Anna Lee? He said, do me a favor, son, won't you stay and keep Anna Lee company? Take a load off Annie, take a load for free. Take a load off Annie, and he put the load right on me.
Put the load right on me.
Crazy Chester followed me, and he caught me in the fog. He said, I'll fix your rap if you'll take Jack, my dog. Hey, wait a minute, Chester, don't you know I'm a peaceful man? He said, that's all right, just feed him when you can. Take a load off Annie, take a load for free. Take a load off Annie, and you put the load right on me. Yonder come that cannonball, gonna take me down the line. My bag is sinking low, I do believe it's time to get back to Miss Annie. No, she's the only one who sends me here with her regards for everyone. Take a load off Annie, take a load for free. Take a load off Annie, and put the load right on me.
Put the load right on me. Put the load right on me.
Take a load off Annie, put the load on me.
Put the load right on me.
Take a load off Annie, put the load on me.
Put the load right on me.
Put the load, put the load, put the load, put the load right on me. You put the load right on me. That's all right. I can handle it.
It happened one day near December's end. Two neighbors called on an old-time friend, and they found his shop so meager and mean, made gay with 1,000 boughs of green. And Conrad was sitting with face ashine when he suddenly stopped as he stitched a twine. And he said, "Old friends, at dawn today, when the cock was crowing the night away, the Lord appeared in a dream to me and said, I'm coming your guest to be. So I've been busy with feet astir, storing my shop with branches of fir. The table is spread and the kettle is shined, and over the rafters the holly is twined. And now I'll await for my Lord to appear, and listen closely so I will hear his steps as he nears my humble place. And I open the door and look on his face." So his friends went home and left Conrad alone, for this was the happiest day he had known. For long since his family had passed away, and Conrad had spent many a sad Christmas day. But he knew with the Lord as his Christmas guest, this Christmas would be his dearest and best. So he listened with only joy in his heart, and with every sound he would rise with a start, and look for the Lord to be at his door, like the vision he had had a few hours before. So he ran to the window after hearing a sound, but all he could see on the snow-covered ground was a shabby beggar whose shoes were torn, and all of his clothes were ragged and worn. But Conrad was touched, and he went to the door, and he said, "Your feet must be frozen and sore. I have some shoes in my shop for you, and a coat that will keep you warmer too." So with grateful heart the man went away, but Conrad noticed the time of day, and he wondered what made the dear Lord so late, and how much longer he'd have to wait. When he heard a knock, he ran to the door, but it was only a stranger once more, a bent old lady with shawl of black, and a bundle of kindling piled on her back. She asked for only a place to rest, but that was reserved for Conrad's great guest. But her voice seemed to plead, "Don't turn me away. Let me rest for a while on Christmas Day." So Conrad brewed her a steaming cup and told her to sit at the table and sup. But after she left, he was filled with dismay, for he saw that the hours were slipping away, and the Lord hadn't come as he said he would, and Conrad felt sure he had misunderstood. When out of the stillness he heard a cry, "Please help me and tell me where am I?" So again he opened his friendly door and stood disappointed as twice before. It was only a child who had wandered away and was lost from her family on Christmas Day. Again Conrad's heart was heavy and sad, but he knew that he could make the little girl glad. So he called her in and wiped her tears and quieted all her childish fears. Then he led her back to her home once more. But as he entered his own darkened door, he knew that the Lord was not coming today, for the hours of Christmas had passed away. So he went in his room and he knelt down to pray, and he said, "Lord, why did you delay? What kept you from coming to call on me? For I wanted so much your face to see." When soft in the silence a voice he heard, "Lift up your head, for I've kept my word. 3 times my shadow crossed your floor. 3 times I came to your lowly door. For I was the beggar with bruised cold feet. I was the woman you gave something to eat. And I was the child on the homeless street. 3 times I knocked, 3 times I came in, and each time I found the warmth of a friend. Of all the gifts, love is the best. I was honored to be your Christmas guest."